This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 2 killed in Gordontown hit. Blood still stains the road near the Gordontown Road breakaway following a gun attack on Tuesday afternoon that killed 2 men and left 2 others hospitalized in what has been theorized to be a gang hit. Dead are 27-year-old Raymond Palmer, who was killed on the spot, and 39-year-old Demoy Foster, who succumbed to his injuries at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Andre Jackson, 22 years old, and 37-year-old Dwight Green from Mavis Bank were injured and are currently being treated at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Jackson is said to be in critical condition. The men were reportedly standing among a group of persons at a stall at about 5:20 p.m. when several men armed with handguns approached the group and opened fire. The stall was operated by Foster, who residents believe was the target of the hit. A male resident who requested anonymity told the news that Foster received death threats after refusing to carry out the request of a gang. His sister, Nicole Foster Henry, said the stall was an extra hustle in addition to the bar and shop he operated in partnership with the mother of his 1-year-old child just beyond Gordontown Square. Foster Henry told the news that she was numb upon hearing the news. "I was the first to arrive on the scene and to the hospital. I couldn't react, but me feel everything in me move when me close his eyes," she said. They are from a close-knit family of 7 children from both parents. Still in disbelief, Foster Henry keeps thinking of how she could have been caught in the crossfire if she had stopped there on her way from work. She recalled her brother as a jovial, positive person who was favored among the youths in the community and known to discourage criminal involvement. Him stopped smoke about 3 to 4 months ago, but even when him did a smoke, him encourage others not to start smoking, she shared. Foster Henry recounted a youngster turning to her brother for advice while mulling over a decision to carry out an illegal act. Her brother's good advice were reportedly effective in dissuading the young man. Fond memories of Foster resurfaced as text messages streamed into his sister's mobile phone from community members recalling their interactions with him. "Right now, I have to be trying to control my 7-year-old because all him talk about is his uncle. Every pitney love him," she shared. Elderly man dies in Almantone house fire. An elderly man died this morning in a house fire on Gresham Road in Woodfoot Park, Almantone. The senior citizen, who is the landlord, is yet to be identified. Patrick Arcott, who lives across the street from the 5-bedroom house, said he was alerted by the smell of burning rubber and called the York Park fire station. "When me come round, the place was already engulfed," he said. He noted that he quickly went into action as he is aware that the elderly man is bedridden and that the other tenants would have gone to work. "By the time I got to the gate, me couldn't go in, and me hear him cry out for help," said Arcott as he gazed in thought. Firefighters from the York Park and Rollington Town fire stations responded to the blaze. 76-year-old decomposing body found at Mona home. Investigators are probing the circumstances leading to the death of an elderly woman whose body was discovered by a gardener at her Gardenia Boulevard home in Mona St. Andrew on Tuesday. The deceased, Ruth Decomposed Murray, 76, is a retiree and was last seen alive last Friday, according to neighbors and acquaintances. The gardener, who said he knew Decomposed Murray well, was shocked at the discovery and alerted neighbors and subsequently contacted the police. "Me know the woman over 10 years now. Me no just come boy ya. A years me dey bout ya," he said, adding that he last saw Decomposed Murray on Friday after she dropped him off in Papine. "I told her I won't come to work on Saturday and she said, 'Take the day, man. You want some rest. Monday a holiday.' So I told her she would see me on Tuesday," he told the news. He said that when he returned on Tuesday, he was hit by an odor and called out for Decomposed Murray. "When me a go round, me see bear fly, and me peep inside and see her on the ground," he recalled, adding that her windows were rarely closed as she loves the natural air. The fire department assisted the police in gaining access to the dwelling. Reports from the police are that Decomposed Murray's body was found on its back in an advanced state of decomposition inside the bedroom. An autopsy is to be conducted to reveal the cause of death. Residents spoke fondly of the deceased and were saddened at the news of her demise. She is very unique in her personality. She never spoke ill of anyone from my interactions with her back in the day. I've seen her a few times on the road in recent times, whether she is walking or driving, one told the news. The St. Andrew Central Police are investigating. 15-year-old charged in relation to shooting in Westmoreland. A 15-year-old boy has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and a shooting with intent arising from an incident in Rose Street in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland last week. The teenager was charged on Thursday. He was taken into custody over the weekend. It is reported that about 5:45 p.m. on May 18, 3 men were sitting along the road when the teenager rode up on a bicycle and opened gunfire at them. The men escaped unhurt. The teenager was later taken into custody. The police say he was convicted in 2019 for unlawful wounding and was placed on a 1-year correctional order at a juvenile correctional facility. He is the second juvenile to be charged in the parish in 2 weeks for breaches of the Firearms Act. Dispute over stool turns deadly at wake. A St. Andrew man is now dead after a dispute over a stool at a wake being held in violation of COVID-19 regulations in Stony Hill, St. Andrew last Saturday. The deceased has been identified as 40-year-old Leonard Lenny Campbell of a Hilltop Erie Castle Road address. An uncle of the deceased, who said that they were both at the wake when the unthinkable happened, said that he has been traumatized by the incident. "From it happen, me can't even cook and eat. Every minute me just a ball over the youth," he told the news. "I kill him come fi kill the man over a chair, where him alone a war over," he said, adding that Campbell has left a son and a daughter behind. According to the uncle, both he and Campbell had been having drinks all evening. "Me and him did a drink from about 5 o'clock. We did a drink. Little after that, me see a man go so and swing at Campbell, and me see him fall up, and me take him up and say, 'Lenny!' Them time there, me never see him get stabbed. Me see when the brother move off from him," he said, adding that there was no fight, although he heard someone shout, "Una part them. It wasn't a fight. Maybe when the youth hug him up, people think a fight. A drunken man the man killed. Him couldn't fight. Not even a knife he had. Just money him have in him shots. Them a say it's a stool cause it. The man come sit down and them a tell him say a film stool," the uncle said. Reports from the police are that about 9:50 p.m., nearly 4 hours after the island-wide curfew had begun, both men were at a wake along Erie Castle Road in Stony Hill when an argument developed. The suspect reportedly left the location and later returned with a sharp object wrapped in a handkerchief. He reportedly used the object to stab Campbell twice in the chest before escaping in the area. A resident who saw the suspect moments before the fatal incident told the news he was completely unaware of what was happening. "I never know the man him a go kill, or me coulda saved him life," the resident said, adding that the man took out the weapons and started mumbling, "The boy had dissed me twice, me a go fix him." The uncle said that he heard that the night before, residents saw both men walking home after rounds of drinking, so there was no long-standing animosity. When asked if it was likely that the suspect was drunk, he said, "If him did red, him can't jump over where him jump over for runway." The St. Andrew North Police are probing the incident. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.